So this is an absolute dream. I've always wanted to be an actress. For me, the truth is that the challenges that I had to face with this character was being completely vulnerable and being completely bare. For most of the film, I have no makeup on my face, and this was something that was very important to Bradley, but he made me feel so comfortable. And what makes him so incredible as a director is that he's laser focused, like a ninja. It's completely, the image and the vision is completely in frame. But at the same time, there's spontaneity. And so what he was able to do was pull a vulnerability out of me that I might not have been able to pull out by myself. So I was very afraid to approach this role. But I had, my friend and my companion by my side to help me through it. And I think it's true in anything that you always want to work with people that are better than you. And, he's better than me. And I love that, and I learned so much from him. I learned every single day. I watched him when he was working, when I was, waiting for my scenes. I was watching him work. In between setup changes, I was watching him move cameras, change lighting, change the setup on the fly. I mean, he's just incredible at what he does. And so, yes, I was afraid, but then when you get into the water with somebody that is really good at treading water, in fact, swimming at light speed, then it's okay.
Now, the other thing that your question made me realize is how much our Italian connection helped our bond. Because I didn't even know that you were Italian, and I'm half Italian. And actually, the character's name is Ali Campana, which is my mother's maiden name.
And Campana is actually a name in my family.
Right. It was Campana, and then when they went to Ellis Island, they changed it to Campano. But when we first met, after 10 minutes, we were eating homemade food that she cooked in the kitchen. So I love to eat.
Like, you want to be hungry?
And but we were, that was actually a huge bond, was the fact that we both from the East Coast, Italian-American families, and so we had a real sort of synchronicity on that level, just from our upbringing.
The moment he opened his mouth, we were sitting at my piano in the living room, and he started to sing, and I stopped and said, oh my gosh, Bradley has an incredible voice. He sings from his gut, from the nectar, from his soul. And I think this comes across so strong in Jack's character. And what I love so much about working with Bradley is that, there was a true exchange. He accepted me as an actress, and I accept him fully as a musician. And he spent so much time in the studio and with musicians studying music and studying the behind the scenes and everything that goes on in the music industry. And it was just an incredible thing to watch and to be a part of. Take a left turn a little bit. No matter what they asked me to do, I always had to make sure that it was done my way. I never wanted to be sexy like other women. I never wanted to be viewed like other women. I wanted to be my own artist and have my own vision. And I think it's the same thing for Ali in this film. She's navigating her career, and she's trying to find her place as she transforms.
The thing that I love about Jackson Maine's character is that he really doesn't think about fame at all. And the opening scene of the movie, actually, it's a sold-out venue, and you get the sense that there's nothing dwindling on the outside. It's maybe in the inside when you see him go into that car, and where you may be expecting somebody to be filled with elation after just coming off of this very bombastic opening. He seems quite melancholic and takes a swig of a bottle of gin that's in the back seat. So, and that was one of the things that I wanted to portray with this character, that he's operating from a completely different viewpoint. So that's not something that he's dealing with. And he could have gone on and sold venues, and he didn't have any financial problems. And if he got his own mind straight and worked on himself, he could have continued to perform and be very successful. Me personally, the thing about fame that I find fascinating is the sonic element of it, and that's what we have in the movie. It's very much like there's tons of noise, and then all of a sudden you're alone. And I didn't want to have any sort of paparazzi or press conferences. No offense in the movie, but to capture what it kind of feels like from an experiential point, and that's why that movie has that rhythm. In terms of storytelling or whatever piece of art you're trying to create, is to do something that challenges you to such a degree that you learn something at every turn. And I have to say, I mean, I would be here for 2 hours talking to you about all the things I've learned of this experience. And that all came across because somebody believed in me, you know, and she believed in me. And I think that's the key, you know. And even getting this movie made, the person sitting all the way to the right, Sue Kroll, believed in this movie when, you know, maybe not everybody else did. And she's absolutely the reason that we're sitting here today, single-handedly. So it's all about people believing in you. And I think that if I could go on and have another experience where I'm working with somebody who I feel believes in me that much, I think that's when you have an opportunity to learn and grow. Because you're willing to face your fear. Because learning usually comes with facing fear. I certainly faced it singing and directing and writing a movie, for sure.
I'd like to follow up on that, because one of the remarkable things of the film is the revelation that you're a very good director, and this is your first film. So I want to ask Sue first, why did you think that Brad could be a good director, could take on this film? And then I'd like Brad to explain a little bit some of the stylistic choices he made in behind the camera.